Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. With that, let's head over to the Space City of Houston. Standing by at NRG Stadium, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 86 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. A shotgun snap for Newton. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw again on second down. Newton, and he fires one incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Newton. He'll get this to Eckler. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. On the defensive side here, the starters for the Texans. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is brought in at the 21. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, Eckler. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This is Jones. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. The Chiefs have now moved out in front of the Chargers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go play action here on first down. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw, Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target. Third down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Newton. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
On 1st and 10, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And his throw here's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DJ Reader in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake, Fields. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Escapes the defender. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? Mike 51.
To throw is Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
57. Mike 57.
Operating from the gun. Fields over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jones shrugs him off. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. And able to get them inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the 1st.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run here with Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A 1st down carry for Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Thornton. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Switch.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
57's Mike.
On 2nd down and 4. Newton, and the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Newton now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now they're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board.
And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they've got to find a way to catch.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Fields getting this into the hands of Turner. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw. Fields nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. To throw on 3rd down, Fields. And Adams has it, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. Throwing on first down, Fields. And that's complete to Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line.
Check 41. Let's go, defense.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
41 Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll run it again with Penny. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Newton now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now Eckler. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Newton, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Davis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
90 is the mic. Let's go, dude.
On 3rd down, Fields.
Let's go, brother. Ready? 51. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Ready? Run, run, run. Here we go. Here we go. The tackle at the 47. It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd down at the 47. Run, 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 run. Austin Eckler, the ball carrier. 57 the mic. 57 the mic. It's a game of 2. Check. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Offense.
That'll move them back 5 yards. Actually, no, from the 9, that'll move them back half the distance. To throw on second down, Fields. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now Rashad Penny, and he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't, and this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was third and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Off play action. Newton. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Newton. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Operating from the gun, Fields. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Looking to throw, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. On first down, Fields. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On 1st and 10, Fields got his open man. It's Carr. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Back to throw. Fields to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to throw. Fields. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Full start offense.
So that'll back him up 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From the gun, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
57,
Throwing on 1st down, Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. On the draw, this is Penny. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
41's coming. 41's a mic. I got it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Get him. Get him.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. On 1st down, Fields throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. Fields. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. DJ Reader. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd and 14. That is incomplete. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.